I'm trying something new this week. I'm going to do my message Facebook Live and then upload it, I guess, to my YouTube. But I'm here live at Lake Apopka Wildlife Drive. I'm going to show you something scary. Look at this guy. Oh my God. He is huge. And if I start running, you'll understand. But it's such a beautiful area. It's about 20 miles of nature drive, and you see a bunch of jumping fish. But I'm gonna show you the crazy big ass alligator. Anyway, my message this week is I hope everyone's having a great week. Happy Saturday. And I hope you're doing your gratitude journal. I hope you are working on your self-talk. And for this week, my challenge is, what is your vision for your life? Okay. So in order to know where you're going, to get somewhere, you got to know where you're going. Okay. That's pointed. Everything that was ever created in this life was once a thought, right? So what are you thinking for your life? You know, so a good thing to do is to sit down and start writing some ideas about what you want. What do you want a month from now? What do you want 6 months from now? What do you want a year from now? What do you want 5 years from now? How much money would you like to make in the future, or how much more this year? These are all little goals or visions, for your future, but you have to know where you're going, because if not, you just follow blindly and, you just follow everybody, and, that leads you nowhere. So you have to have some idea of where you're going. And once you have things written down, then you can start, take a couple times throughout your day and think about your vision, So at first, the first challenge is actually sitting down and writing it. Because if I handed you a book of the world and sat down and said you could have anything you absolutely want, would you even know what you wanted? Most people won't, because they think things aren't an option for them. So if you really, really, really sit down and think in your heart what it is you truly want, it's challenging. Because you can say, yeah, I want a new car, I want this new house, I want that, but is that really what you want? You might not deep down want it. Maybe you want to travel more, maybe and your life doesn't have to be so complicated. And you can be happier with the basic stuff and your basic needs. So my challenge is, sit down and write what you want. It takes some really, really good effort to go to your heart and think about what it is you really want. And also, once you have your list, you can add to it and change as you want throughout as you're thinking of things, you add to it or you take away things. But what you do is you sit down a couple minutes a day and envision what you want. See yourself there. So if you could see it in your mind, feel it in your heart, you can hold it in your hand, right? That's what one of my mentors says. I think it's Bob Proctor. So he's great to listen to, by the way. So check him out. Anyway, you have to know where you're going, because you know what? If you don't know where you're going, if you don't have a plan for your life, you're going to fit into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. And I got that quote from another mentor, Jim Rohn, and I love the way he says it. So you gotta listen to him too. But anyway, hey, I see you all the way from Paris. Nice to see you. I'm nervous because it's my first Facebook Live message. But anyway, thank you. Keep up your good work, and but everyone, please just have some kind of vision for your future. I mean, you have to. If you think about it, everything that was ever created in life was created by people no smarter than you. Okay, and everything that ever was created was a thought at first. You know, if an architect wants to build a bridge, he can't just wake up one day and start building a bridge. He has to think about it. He has to, you know, develop it in his mind. So that's how you have to create your life. You have to think about what it is you really want, and then start to develop it in your mind, and then think about it every day, a couple times a day, and just focus on that. And you will be amazed at what the brain does. See, it starts to pick up cues. You start creating pathways to your visions, you know, and your brain starts picking up cues on, you know, things that you are now putting in it, you know, what you're focusing on. It's called the reticular activating system. And that's what attracts us to things, or ends up making us mindful of certain things that we would never have paid attention to before. But now we're creating these new pathways in our brain for things that we want. And that's where, just like you say you bought a new car, right? Now all of a sudden you're seeing that car everywhere. And you're like, this is so weird. I never noticed this car before, but that's the reticular activating system in your brain. So it's really, really cool. The brain is phenomenal. The body is phenomenal. But anyway, please keep up the good work and create a vision for your life. You have to know where you're going in life, and you don't have to figure out. You don't have to know how. That's the cool thing. You just have to have a vision, but you don't have to know how. Okay, the how will come later. So don't focus on how. Oh, I want to be a doctor, but I don't have the money. I don't know how I'm ever going to afford it. Don't even think about that. Focus on the happy end result. That is the trick to life. Focus on the happy end result. So figure out what it is you want. How much money will make you happy? You know, you might not need millions of dollars. You might only need X amount of dollars. But the really cool thing is, like, even if you set a goal for like 6 months from now to make X amount of dollars, and you don't actually physically have the money, but I will guarantee you focus on that goal, you will figure out mentally how to make that money. You know what I mean? Like, so once you create the know-how, it's done. You know, so that's just pretty much it. That's how the brain works. So you have to know where you're going. So where are you going? So figure out for your life, what do you want for your life? That's all. And I'm going to show you the alligator one more time. But I hope everyone's having a great week. I love you guys, and thank you for watching. My hair is a freaking mess, but it's okay. To all my old friends and new friends, hi. And here is alligator again. Big old guy. So everyone take care. I love you again, and I love you, Janine. And just you know, start to build your future. You can at any age. The age is not, as long as you have your mind, you can build the future. It doesn't matter where you start now. Okay? All right, and take care. Bye. Mwah.